Hi, and welcome back to Daily Thoughts with Mbongs. I'm your host, Mbongeni Yegelo, also goes by Mbongs. On this podcast, I'll be talking about my thoughts on life, wellness, and other things on my mind. And thank you so much for taking your time to listen to my podcast. Hope to leave you feeling a little bit inspired. Now, let's get to today's thought, shall we? Today's thought is take some time to look back. You will see how far you've come. In the spirit of the previous episode of appreciating growth, appreciating things that are happening around you, I've just taken some time to look back at my journey with this podcast and the things that happened before we got to the podcast. On the trailer, if you've listened to it, you would know that this started as a post on my WhatsApp status. Just doing a post. It led to 3 or 4 days being consistent with it. It became day 1 of 365, day 2 of 365, because I wanted it to push myself to make it daily, so that I don't skip any day. And then it grew to posts on my other accounts, on my Facebook, on my Instagram. It grew to the point where, okay, can I have a longer version, longer format? Because the thought, it was just a post, it's just a single post. Then it became a longer format through the podcast, because I thought about drafting it, but I'm not that great with writing, so I figured let's have a talk about it, let's have a podcast on it. So that's how far back I come from with the podcast. And then with the podcast itself, there are episodes that resonate with me when I look back at the past 29 episodes. Episode number 13, I believe, 13, yeah, the thing, right? We get too consumed with having the bigger plan, not understanding that most of the things, they just roll from one thing leading to the next one. It may not be the thing, but it can be the thing that leads to the thing. It was the post that led to the podcast. The podcast led to the YouTube channel. That would lead to something else in the future. Embracing the little steps. Just doing it as best as you can, and making sure that you grow with that. And there's also episode number 17, where we self-sabotage. We have this self-doubt. I can't pull it off. Overcoming that is one of the important things for me.
as I kept on growing and creating the content. Because there were moments where I was doubting myself. There were moments where I'm like, okay, am I ready? Who's gonna listen to the podcast? Why should I? And you grow from that as a person. You grow from just doubting little bits of yourself to not being bothered. Also allows you not to focus too much on who's out there. I'm more focused on just creating this content that I'm creating and just to work on that, build from that. And another episode for me that I resonate with is episode number 11, that focuses on restart. You've got no idea of what can happen for you if just you're willing to just restart. If you're willing to take a leap of faith to say, I'm gonna just redo it, or I've done this for now, this is the end, let me focus on myself. I remember with my tutoring business, I was working elsewhere for a long time, and beginning of the year I'm like, okay, let me just focus on my own thing, let me just do my own tutoring program, let me focus everything I have. Having that faith to begin again, to be new again in whatever that you're doing, and trusting that it will work out, trusting that it will be the thing that leads to the next thing. So just take a moment in your life to just look back, connect the dots. You realize that there are more goods than bads, and see how far you've come, see how you've grown, whether at work, whether in the little things that you do. Just take some time and reflect. You will see how far you've come. Don't focus on where you're trying to go or how you couldn't get to elsewhere. Just for once, just look back and see how far you've come already.
Once again, thank you so much for listening to today's Daily Thought. I'm your host, Mbongeni Yegelo, and I look forward to engaging with you. So leave a comment, and catch you next time on Daily Thoughts with Mbongs.